While his actions never warranted a place among the Hall of Fame statues, Doc Holliday undeniably emerged as a captivating figure on the western frontier during an era when disputes were resolved by pistols rather than courtrooms. Hailing from Georgia and born into a prominent family, Holliday initially pursued dentistry, completing his studies before departing his home state. Yet he swiftly veered from this seemingly respectable path. Remember to hit the like button because it helps us a lot. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell to not miss the upcoming interesting videos. Holliday had a mean disposition and an ungovernable temper. Under the influence of liquor, was a most dangerous man. Much akin to the larger-than-life Missourian who frequented a local saloon, and after getting pretty well filled up with the bug juice of the Moonshine brand, concluded that it was about time for him to say something that would make an impression on his hearers. So he straightened up, threw out his chest, and declared in a loud tone of voice that he was a bad man when he was drinking and managed to keep pretty full all the time. So it was with Holliday. In terms of physical prowess, Doc Holliday exhibited a fragility that rendered him incapable of prevailing against a healthy 15-year-old boy in an unrestrained fistfight. This awareness of his own limitations seemed to be the driving force behind his inclination to resort to weaponry whenever confronted with adversity. He was hot-headed and impetuous, and very much given to both drinking and quarreling. In stark contrast to figures like H.P. Mighton, Wyatt Earp, and Billy Tillman, renowned for their innate leadership qualities, Holliday's disposition lacked the charisma and authority that typified those Western legends. His perpetual entanglement in disputes became a defining trait, a pattern seemingly inescapable. The strange part of it was, he was more often in the right than in the wrong, which has rarely ever been the case with a man who is continually getting himself into trouble. The catalyst for Holliday's departure from his Georgia hometown can be traced back to a distressing incident involving the indiscriminate slaying of several African Americans. The trouble came about in a rather unexpected manner one Sunday afternoon. Unexpected so far at least as the Negroes were concerned. Near the little town in which Holliday was raised, there flowed a small river in which the white boys of the village, as well as the black ones, used to go in swimming together. However, tensions escalated when local white boys decided to prohibit black boys from using the same waters. The black boys staunchly rejected the directive and told the whites that if they didn't like existing conditions, that they themselves would have to hunt up a new swimming hole. On a serene Sunday afternoon, as a considerable number of African Americans enjoyed a swim at the disputed location, Holliday appeared on the riverbank with a double-barreled shotgun in his hands and, pointing it in the direction of the swimmers, ordered them from the river. "Get out, and be quick about it," was his peremptory command. The response was swift and chaotic as the African Americans scrambled to the opposite shore. In a calculated move, Holliday waited for a grouping to form before unleashing a barrage of gunfire, resulting in the deaths of 2 and injuries to several others. Although the shooting was unequivocally indefensible, authorities appeared to hold a differing perspective, as no legal action transpired. Yet his family advocated a different course, suggesting that a temporary departure from the locale would allow the controversy to subside. In response, Holliday uprooted his life and set course for Dallas, Texas, where he embarked on a new chapter as a dentist. This was in the early 70s and at the time when Dallas was a typical frontier town in everything the term implied. A stranger in Dallas in those days could get anything he wanted, from pitch and toss to manslaughter, at any hour of the day or night. And that was exactly what suited Doc. Gambling was not only the principal and best-paying industry in the town that time, but it was also reckoned among its most respectable, and, as the hectic Georgian had always shown a fondness for all things in which the elements of chance played an important part, his new environment furnished him with no cause for complaint. In a short time, those who wished to consult professionally with a doctor had to do so over a card table in some nearby gambling establishment, or not at all. While Holliday never boasted about the killing of the Negroes down in Georgia, he was nevertheless regarded by his new-made Texas acquaintances who knew about the occurrence as a man with a record. Wherefore the doctor, on that account, was given instant recognition by the higher circles of society in Dallas. During the summer of 1878, Holliday and Big Nose Kate arrived in Dodge City, where they stayed at Deacon Cox's boarding house as Dr. and Mrs. John H. Holliday. Holliday sought to practice dentistry again and ran an advertisement in the local paper. Dentistry. J. H. Holliday, dentist, very respectfully offers his professional services to the citizens of Dodge City and surrounding country during the summer. Office at room 24, Dodge House. Where satisfaction is not given, money will be refunded. He was slim of build and sallow of complexion, standing about 5 feet 10 inches and weighing no more than 130 pounds. His eyes were of a pale blue and his mustache was thin and of a sandy hue. Much like Dallas and Denver, Dodge City bore a resemblance to a bustling frontier town during that time, a place where Holliday found himself settling without regret. Despite his outward appearance, signs of ill health were apparent. His frequent coughing attested to this fact. During his year's stay at Dodge at the time, he did not have a quarrel with anyone, and although regarded as sort of a grouch. It was during this time that he also made the acquaintance of Wyatt Earp, and they were always fast friends ever afterward. Holliday then went with Wyatt Earp to Arizona in the fall of 1880. Notably, Holliday aided the Earp brothers in their street fight in Tombstone against the Clanton and McLaury brothers, in which the latter two were killed along with Billy Clanton. Holliday's unwavering loyalty found further manifestation when, alongside Wyatt Earp, he pursued and ended the life of Frank Stillwell at a Tucson railway station. Stillwell's involvement in the murder of Morgan Earp in Tombstone marked him for retribution. Holliday's presence also played a pivotal role in Curly Bill's demise at Whetstone Springs, situated just beyond Tombstone's borders. Akin to the legendary bond between Damon and Pythias, Holliday's commitment to Wyatt Earp knew no bounds, fostering an enduring partnership defined by sacrifice and shared endeavors. After Wyatt and his party had run down and killed nearly all their enemies in Arizona, Holliday returned to Denver, where he was arrested on an order from the Arizona authorities, charged with aiding in the killing of Frank Stillwell. This happened in the spring of 1882. I was in Denver at the time and managed to secure an audience with Governor Pitkin, who, after listening to my statement on the matter, refused to honor the Arizona requisition for Holliday. In a strategic move, I orchestrated the filing of a complaint against Holliday, charging him with having committed a highway robbery in Pueblo. This ploy aimed to thwart his potential removal from the state by Arizona authorities after Governor Pitkin went out of office, although Colorado officials were unaware of my ulterior motive at the time. Subsequently, Holliday was transported from Denver to Pueblo, where he received conditional release upon posting a nominal bond. Holliday adroitly delayed his trial by securing repeated extensions, consistently furnishing new bonds to secure his freedom. Upon his passing in Glenwood Springs a few years later, he remained bound to answer the highway robbery charge I had orchestrated against him. Throughout his tumultuous journey, Doc Holliday, born as John H. Holliday, made his presence felt across multiple states and territories, including Texas, Colorado, Kansas, New Mexico, and Arizona. His history of violence encompassed various incidents: a fatal shooting in his hometown's river, a shooting in Dallas, Texas, and another killing in Jacksboro. He stabbed Bud Ryan in a frightful manner in Denver, Colorado, and shot another in Trinidad in the same state. Notably, Holliday killed a man in Las Vegas, New Mexico, and was directly connected with several killings in Arizona. Interestingly, Kansas stands out as the sole state where his presence did not result in the harm or injury of another individual. The question of the justification for his actions remains a subject open to deliberation. I've always believed that much of Holliday's trouble was caused by drink, and for that reason held him to blame in many instances. While I assisted him substantially on several occasions, it was not because I liked him any too well, but on account of my friendship for Wyatt Earp, who did. Holliday had few real friends anywhere in the West. His self-centered nature and contentious disposition, ill-suited for the early days of frontier life, rendered him less amiable to others. Bat Masterson, 1907, compiled by American Old West Facts. Please like and share if you find the video content interesting and useful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below so as not to miss the upcoming interesting videos. Thanks for watching.